Hey guys, I'm sure I'm not the first one to share this interesting interview with you, but I would like to highlight a few points in it. So in the following interview on CNBC, President Obama is asked at the South by Southwest event what he thinks about the dangers of unbreakable encryption.
But he did comment on what he sees as the dangers of unbreakable encryption. Here's what he said.
Which of course means Bitcoin. And he answers accordingly. It is just hilarious to follow the string of arguments in the interview. Obama answers with a great summary of the thoughts of government and in general concerning Bitcoin. So first he states, if it is possible. This tells me he's not sure if the code is really unbreakable. Maybe they found a way already to look into your wallet. But I think more likely he wants to spread some FUD. So fear, uncertainty and doubt. If the president is not sure about something, it can't be safe. Is the viewer supposed to think? Just the way he's getting carried away with the buzzwords and that are usually to describe the villain tells just how much they are scared of Bitcoin and they haven't found a way to break it. Terrorist, pedophile, child porn.
Then how do we apprehend the child pornographer? How do we solve or disrupt a terrorist plot?
Tax fraud.
Even do simple things like tax enforcement.
Swiss bank account in your pocket.
Then everybody's walking around with a Swiss bank account in their pocket.
He only forgot to label it as nuclear communist Nazi. But let me try to break this down even more. So even if the question was unbreakable encryption, he's not concerned with whistleblowers sending secret information in an encrypted format. He's not concerned with the actual terrorist plot being orchestrated in an encrypted chat forum or whatever. He's not concerned with child porn being encrypted so it can't be detected. He's not concerned with communication with your bank in Switzerland in an encrypted format. It's all about the money itself. Of course, the Swiss bank here is just used as an analogy for undeclared income or money which is moved there because you want to avoid the tax on it. That in itself is just funny. So you rather trust a foreign bank with your money than giving it to your local bank or to your government. That tells me something. The Swiss bank analogy is basically just an emphasis on the point before, tax. What if the government doesn't know how much money you have and how much tax you have to pay? That is just outrageous. Well, actually, that is the norm for people that can afford it. If you have just enough to live, you have no way of keeping any little bit out of the banks and government side. Some centuries ago, it was just like that for everyone. And actual tax collectors in person had to travel throughout the country to take a look at what you harvested to be able to collect the according tax on it. So what a huge setback for the government now. So he doesn't care if there's a terrorist planning anything. He doesn't care if there are pedophiles walking, as long as they pay their taxes. So you also better pay your taxes, or the full force of buzzwords will rain on you just before they treat you according to that new label. But in fact, it's even worse for the government. With Bitcoin, you don't have a Swiss bank account in your pocket. In fact, you have the whole Swiss bank in your pocket. I have this statement from Andreas Antonopoulos, and it's so true. So just imagine me walking in a fancy Swiss bank with my old t-shirt on. Okay, maybe I will put on a clean one. For sure they will tell me, sorry sir, but you are not affluent enough to even enter this building. They don't even want my little money. So with Bitcoin, it is not just for everyone that can deposit money in it. I get to decide what happens, and I have control over my wallet. It is like Fort Knox in my pocket. So sooner or later they will crack down on Bitcoin. But actually I think they won't do it too hard. Because for sure, the government officials all already have their own little Bitcoin wallet. So before they find a way of attacking it without affecting themselves, they will only take slowly action. Anyway, the blockchain moves so fast, institutions are much too slow to keep up with it. And the officials that don't have a Bitcoin wallet, they have no idea. They won't even see it coming. So have a great day and watch Bitcoin walk through the FUD with some Teflon boots on it.